Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, taking a look at the new BOA Hancock from the One Piece magazine, anniversary exclusive, over in some PvP. And I'm a little bit late to the party. This character came out, honestly, before Treasure Map. But I have had these videos recorded. I haven't had time to sit down. Life's been pretty chaotic, pretty busy right now. So I appreciate all of the patience. But BOA just kind of came out left field. Anniversary exclusive just got thrown at us, guaranteed on the 15th multi. They gave us a whole bunch of Sugo medals as well, so you could basically do like a whole bunch of summons for free. I think you get like 4 free multis, and with like the steps being very, very good, it was a pretty easy banner to summon on for this particular character. Over in Rumble, she's pretty good. Buffs the quick team, definitely needs a lot of help. She also buffs strikers, which is really, really cool. But the thing with her abilities is you want to have 6 or more quick type characters on the team. So that way you get the Logia and Monkey D. Luffy attack up and CT speed up level 3. Now the big one for this particular team is Verse Luffy. He's pretty much a staple across the board when it comes to quick based teams. But look, quick definitely needs a lot of help. As for the striker team, there's really not that many Luffys. I don't know why I can't get out of this. Alright, so for some reason the game wouldn't let me go back. But as you can see, Verse Luffy, he's the big one when it comes to Luffy-based characters. And as long as you have the 6 quick units, which you obviously do on this particular team, Logia characters and Luffy are getting this extra buff. So with Kuzan being Logia, obviously BOA herself being a Logia character too, we can do some pretty nice stuff. The 6+ Zoro, he's just ridiculously strong, and that way we can build out 5 slashes on the team with Roger and Odin to get a bit more CD reduction as well. We're gonna see how this rocks, see how it rolls, take on some of the challenge fights. If you enjoy the video, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. We could probably do some stuff with just like quick strikers and just like replace the Zoro and the Roger and Odin with like other striker characters and sort of just do some other fun stuff there with like Rocks Pirates and whatnot. But for now, this is what we're going to go with, see how it goes, and have a chat about BOA as a unit. Alright, so we're going to start it off with the striker challenge fight. Now, look, I was a little bit impressed with this particular quick team, and I think the reason I was a little bit impressed was because like quick has just been so drastically bad over the last, I don't know, God, since like Verse Luffy's release, so like well over a year. I can't remember a time when Quick was actually so disgustingly strong that they rocked the meta. Once upon a time, obviously, like the Quick Powerhouse driven team, like that team went crazy. I think with Verse Blackbeard's release, like you could do some fun stuff with like Quick Powerhouse and have Blackbeard in the mix as well, but nowadays, besides like quick driven slasher, like it definitely struggles a lot. But that doesn't mean they haven't been getting buffs, that doesn't mean they haven't been getting units that add well, but like the team just doesn't function within the meta and take down some of these bigger teams. So I was pretty impressed that we did manage to take down this striker build. I did try the newer fight against Atlas and Garling, but unfortunately I just couldn't get that done. I swear I did a run where I did beat it, but like, yeah, other than that, I couldn't get it done. But BOA as a unit, she does quite a lot of damage. She can paralyze, she can special bind. She lowers defense, which is great. She has 2 damage dealing shots. I believe if you have a certain amount of quick characters, you get the second shot. But any character that can lower defense and then does damage, it's just really, really strong. She's basically like another version of 6+ Magellan, but like it's just a little bit better with her, obviously, her CD reduction. The fact that she gives the level 3 CD reduction to Luffy, and then Roger, Relicaban also give level 3 CD reduction, provided you have like 8 quick units and, 5 slashes. With the CD reduction that Luffy gets, it's really big because Luffy can give cooldown reductions at 50%, and then Roger and Odin can give cooldowns to Zoro, and you can just sort of cycle through the cooldowns, very similar to what Quick likes to do. Quick's very based around either rolling back specials or giving yourself cooldowns to try and do as much damage as possible. The downside to that is if you don't get your specials to go at correct times and RNG doesn't favor the brave, then you do get stuck in a pretty shitty position, to be honest. So unfortunately we did lose BOA for this particular fight. She's providing good support. She's providing some nice speed for Luffy. Luffy obviously gives that level 5 CD reduction as well, so she's very, very viable in the front spots. And she does have a super special too, being an anniversary exclusive character, so she can hit really hard if you manage to get that off. She's also a 2 special super special, so it's just one of those characters that just allows you to get a super special off a lot easier, which is very, very good to see. So getting that cooldown reduction from Roger and Odin there was actually just so clutch, because now we have Weevil ready to go. We also have Zoro ready to go, who managed to just jump his way up the queue there and basically just secured the win because of the super special of Zoro. Like this super special just hits so hard. The amount of damage that Zoro has and going through defense, it's just very, very nice for a back end of the fight. And he's one of those characters that you will always see the super special of. And without him, Quick just does not function nearly as well as it needs to. But managed to get the win against Strikers. It wasn't overly convincing. I did run it a couple times and we lost a few, but we won more. So it was nice to see this team actually take down one of the harder challenge fights in the game. Alright, so the next fight I decided to take on was Carrot. The Carrot fight's an interesting one. Like, they really wanted to nerf shooters with this particular team, but the team has a lot of nerfing on it just in general, so it can still rock with some of the sort of the better fights, and it can be a bit of a nuisance. But the amount of defense drops that BOA can bring with her special and the damage output she can provide is really, really nice. So 3 times attack, lowering defense by level 8, then hitting a 3 times attack, then backing it up with a 4 times attack, which can go up to a 4.5 with her super special, and a bit of an attack down drop can just be really, really nice. And just it works exceptionally well when you are rocking other damaged in the characters like Luffy and Kuzan, and obviously Roger Ellicoban as well. But as you can see against this particular fight, they like to lower our cooldown. So again, having the extra cooldown that BOA can provide at level 3 and the extra cooldown that Roger Ellicoban can give, starting at 6 cooldown on your Luffy in particular, that's the big one. Luffy having that level 6 cooldown just means he gets his special at a reasonable time frame, even when you are taking on a bunch of characters that are nerfing the crap out of you, like stuff like S-Snake, like characters like Usopp and Lilith and whatnot. But having his special go off just allows you to get level 5 cooldown to everyone and a 50% cooldown to your lowest charge. So you can do some really fun stuff where, for example, Roger Ellicoban will go just like this. You get the 50% cooldown down back for Roger Ellicoban. You'll pop your Zoro special, and then Roger Ellicoban, when they go again, they're actually going to give Zoro back cooldown that he needs for his special, which is really, really fun. On top of that, if you have Luffy ready to go again, because you're now sitting at a nice chunky 8 cooldown or 11 cooldown or whatever it is, depending on what you're going up against, you're just cycling through specials really, really fast and just allowing you to do a shitload of damage with a defensive drop that BOA can provide either once, twice, sometimes even 3 times if you can get that crazy super special to pop, or if you have her at level limit break 5. And with the new update, giving characters at level limit break, 2? I think she comes at level 110 with 2-1. So, like, all you need to do is pull 3 copies of the character, or maybe pull 2 copies of the character and put some posters in, and you can actually get that level limit break 5 special very, very quickly and very easily. Hopefully they do this on debut banners moving forward. I'm actually a big advocate for making the debut character come at level limit break 2.5 or whatever. Just means you don't have to summon as many characters, and if you are going for that Covenant Rainbow for stuff like Final Taps, Super Tandems, all that jazz, then you can actually get fully rainbowed 150 character on release literally by summoning like 5 copies of the unit. So that's a really promising sign for OPTC moving forward, and definitely in terms of what anniversary exclusive characters look like moving forward. As for the Quick team as a whole, it definitely needs some work. BOA's not the solution to the problem, but she's definitely a very good addition to the team. And in the future, I definitely can see this team getting a lot better. If Roger and Odin just get like a viable replacement for some more cooldown reduction that actually has a better passive than something like Zoro, the team could definitely flourish and actually put up a good fight. So managed to get the super special in the video as well. Love that for us. It is one that is pretty hard to see, just because like we are quite flimsy, and unless you're a level 150, you are going to die most of the time. But I had to go up against Strength, because Strength was a team where Quick actually beats Strength, so I had to take it on. If you want to get real technical with me and say, oh, but Quick's really, really good, because if you go up against Strength, I never lose. Well, like, obviously you never lose because you're going up against the type advantage, and you just flood the team with a bunch of characters that can nerf it, and obviously you're going to do well. But in terms of the full meta, BOA, she's just not exactly there. Well, I shouldn't say that. The Quick team's not exactly there. BOA's actually a pretty good unit. So if you manage to pull up, be very happy. She's actually quite a cool character and a very interesting release for One Piece Day. Besides, obviously, the benefit of only having to pull 3 characters and you're at level 150, I actually really like that we didn't get like 12 Super Sugo characters like we did for the anniversary, because it was just getting very, very scary having the 11th anniversary leak into One Piece Day and then have like another 3 Super Sugos coming at us. So overall, like I said, she's a good character. She can do a lot of damage. Just killing Kuma there is just so nice. Just ridiculously nice. Her nerfing, paralysis is quite cool. Special Bind can be pretty useful, but nowadays you don't really build out PvP teams with that in mind. You build out PvP teams in terms of damage and how well teams can tank to actually throw out damage. Special rollback and special cooldowns obviously super valuable as well. But let me know what you guys think of BOA in the comment section below. While you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. If you guys want to see her on a strike team, let me know in the comment section below. We might be able to do something in the future. But for now, I think her best spot will be on the quick team. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's